After creating countless UGC ads and even developing my own AI UGC platform that drive clients millions of dollars in revenue every month, I've analyzed what exactly makes a UGC a winner or a complete loser. By the end of this video, you'll know the 3 elements that matters most, how to fix them in your existing videos, and how to build them into every video you create moving forward. Most people think to make a better UGC, you have to reinvent the wheel or be more creative than anyone. And that's not it. The real difference comes down to 3 mechanical elements that you can measure, test, and improve systematically. And when I say these 3 things account for 81% of the performance difference, I'm not making that number up. I tracked it across hundreds of videos with real ad spend behind them. Retention mechanics are the specific techniques that keep people watching past each critical drop-off point in your video. And here what most people don't understand. Viewers don't just decide once whether to watch your video. They're making that decision continuously, every few seconds. There are 4 critical drop-off points in every UGC video. Drop-off point 1, the first 1.5 seconds. This is before they even process what you're saying. This is pure visual pattern recognition. If your video looks like every other video, they scroll. If it looks different, they pause. Drop-off point 2, second 3 to 5. This is where they process your opening line. If it's boring, generic, or doesn't create curiosity, they're gone. Drop-off point 3, seconds 8 to 12. This is where they decide if you're actually going to deliver value or if you're wasting their time. If you're still setting up your point 10 seconds in, you've lost them. Drop-off point 4, second 20 to 25. This is where attention naturally wanes. The brain gets bored. Unless you inject new energy or information here, watch time tanks. Most videos focus all of their energy on drop-off point 2, the opening hook. That's important, but it's only 25% of the equation. Let me show you exactly how to handle each drop-off point. For the first drop-off point, you need a visual pattern interrupt. It needs to be in the first frame, not the second frame. The first frame, before any motion, before any words. This could be unusual framing, unexpected color contrast, or even a subject doing something unexpected. Here's an example. Instead of starting with someone looking at the camera in a normal environment, start with a close-up of their hands doing something related to the product. Or start with the product in an unexpected context. Or start with a screen text that contradicts what they expect. The goal is to make the pattern matching part of their brain go, wait, what? Before they consciously decide to scroll. For the second drop-off point, your opening line needs to be one of 3 things. Create curiosity, challenge a belief, or tap into an emotion. Let's see an example. Bad opening line. I want to tell you about this product I've been using. Good opening line. I wasted $300 before I found this. The first one has an announcement. The second one is a story hook. Big difference. For the third drop-off point, you need to deliver your first value bit by second 3. You have to present the payoff around second 3 and elaborate it in second 8. This could be stating the specific problem you're solving, could be showing a visual result, or could be making a provocative claim. But it needs to happen fast. For the fourth drop-off point, you need what is called momentum shift. This is where you change something to reset attention. Could be a new visual, could be a tone change, could be an unexpected piece of information. Example, but here's the crazy part. Or, then I discovered something that changed everything. You're signaling the brain that new information is coming. These 4 retention mechanics are not optional. Every video that performs well uses all 4 of these, whether the creator knows it or not. Now let's talk about believability, because this is where most AI UGC and even human UGC falls apart. You can have perfect retention mechanics, but if people don't believe you, they won't convert. And in 2026, people's BS detectors are incredibly sensitive. There are 5 believability factors that determine whether your video feels authentic or feels like an ad. Factor 1, be specific. Vague claims sound fake, and specific details sound real. Don't say, this product changed my life. Say, I've been using this every morning for 6 weeks, and my routine went from 45 minutes to 20 minutes. The specificity makes it believable, because it sounds like something that actually happened to a real person. Perfect presentation feels fake. Admitting small flaws or concerns make you trustworthy. Don't say, This product is perfect and I love everything about it. Say, I was honestly skeptical because I tried 3 other similar products that didn't work, but this one is different because ... When you acknowledge doubt or skepticism, you sound like a real person, not a paid spokesperson. Factor 3. Natural speech patterns. People don't talk in perfectly formed sentences. They pause, they use filler words, occasionally they rephrase things. Scripted speech that sound too polished actually hurts believability. You want to sound prepared, but natural, not like you're reading from a teleprompter. With AI UGC, specifically, this is where speech-to-speech technology becomes critical. What do I mean? You record yourself saying the script naturally, with your human rhythm, with your imperfection. Then, the AI actor mimics the delivery. Believability factor 4. Showing, not just telling. Anyone can claim something works. Proof is what creates belief. If you're talking about a productivity app, show your actual screen with your actual tasks. If you're talking about skincare product, show before and after photos with dates. If you're talking about meal planning app, show your actual grocery bill compared to before. Visual proof beats verbal claims every time. Believability factor 5. Appropriate energy level. Your energy needs to match the content and context. If you're talking about solving a frustrating problem, starting with high, bubbly energy feels fake. Start with frustrated, then shift to excited when you introduce the solution. If you're doing a casual product recommendation, overly hype energy feels like you're being paid to say it. Match your energy to what a real person would actually feel in that situation. Element 3. Conversion triggers. Okay, so you kept them watching with good retention mechanics. You've made them believe with strong believability factors. Now, you need to actually make them take action. This is where conversion triggers comes in. These are the specific psychological elements that turns a viewer into customer. Conversion trigger 1, the pain amplification moment. Before you present your solution, you need one moment where you make the pain visceral and real. Finding the right product is hard, but I was in a meeting trying to focus, and all I could think about was whether my makeup looked okay. I missed half the conversation. Feel the difference? The second one puts you in the pain. You can feel it. That emotional resonance is what creates urgency to solve the problem. Conversion trigger 2, the unique mechanism. This is the specific reason your solution works differently than everything else they've tried. People don't want another product. They want different product. You need to explain what makes yours fundamentally different. This app helps you stay organized, but instead of just giving you another to-do list, this actually blocks time in your calendar for each task automatically. So you're not just planning, you're committing. The unique mechanism is what overcomes their skepticism about trying another solution. Conversion trigger 3, the social proof placement. Testimonials and reviews matter, but when you mention them matters more. Most people put social proof in the end. That's backward. Place it right after you state your biggest claim. Make the claim, then immediately validate it with proof. I used this for 30 days and didn't miss a single deadline. And I checked the reviews after. Over 10,000 people said the same thing happened to them. The proof immediately after the claim prevents doubt from forming. Conversion trigger 4, the objection preemption. Address the main reason someone wouldn't buy before they think of it. If it's price, yes, it's $40. I hesitated too, but I was spending $15 a month on 3 other different apps that didn't work as well. If it's skepticism, I know another product claiming to solve this. I thought the same thing, but here's what's actually different. If it's effort, it looks complicated in the screenshots, but setup literally took me 90 seconds. When you address objection proactively, you remove friction from the buying decision. Conversion trigger 5, the urgency element. Not fake scarcity, but real reasons to act now rather than later. Could be, every day I waited was another day dealing with this problem. Could be, they keep selling out, so when I saw it was in stock, I grabbed it. Could be, the sales end tonight and I didn't want to miss it. Give them a reason why acting now makes sense. By the way, if you want my complete framework for implementing these 3 elements, including the exact checklist I use to review every video before it goes live, I put together a free resource. Link is below this video. It will show you exactly how to audit your existing videos and fix the weak points. Okay, so now you know the 3 elements. Let's talk about how to actually use this information. First, I want you to audit your 3 worst performing videos using this framework. pull up the analytics, find the videos with the lowest watch time or worst conversion rates. Now watch each video and score it on these elements. Retention mechanics. Does it handle all 4 drop-off points? Score 0 to 10. Believability factors. Does it use specificity, vulnerability, natural speech, visual proof, and appropriate energy? Score it 0 to 10. Conversion triggers. Does it include pain amplification, unique mechanism, social proof placements, objection preemption, and urgency? Score 0 to 10. I guarantee you'll find a pattern. Your worst videos are missing multiple elements from this framework. Now do the same thing with your 3 best performing videos, and you'll see that they naturally include most or all of these elements. This is the difference between hoping your videos work and knowing why they work. Here's the testing protocol we use. Step 1. Create a control video that includes all 3 elements properly. This is your baseline. Step 2. Run it with a small budget. Track watch time, click-through rates, and conversion rate. Step 3. Create 3 variations. Change only 1 element at a time. Variation A, different retention mechanic in the opening. Variation B, different believability factor in the middle. Variation C, different conversion trigger in the end. Step 4. Run variations simultaneously with equal budget. Step 5. Analyze which element change had the biggest impact. Step 6. Take the winner and create 3 more variations. Test different aspects of the winning elements. This systematic approach is how you go from random success to predictable performance. Most people test randomly. They change everything at once, so when a video performs better, they have no idea why it performed better. Test 1 variable at a time. Build a knowledge base that works for your specific product and audience. The biggest mistake people make: they don't properly execute the retention mechanics. They don't build in believability factors. They forget the conversion triggers, and the video flops despite being creative. Here's what I've learned. A mechanically sound video with basic concept will outperform a creative video with poor mechanics 100% of the time. Because mechanics are what actually drives behavior. Creativity just makes people remember it. You need both, obviously. But if you have to choose, mechanics first. Get really good at the fundamentals. Make sure every video hits all 4 retention points, includes all 5 believability factors, and uses all 5 conversion triggers. Once you're consistently doing that, then you can layer creativity on top. But creativity without mechanics is just entertainment. And entertainment doesn't pay the bills unless it also converts. Since we're talking about AI UGC specifically, let me explain why most AI-generated video fail this framework. They fail on believability factors, specifically natural speak patterns and appropriate energy. Most AI voices are too consistent, too smooth, too robotic. They don't have slight imperfections that make human speech believable. And the energy is usually wrong. Either it's too flat and monotone or too artificially enthusiastic. This is why speech-to-speech technology is so important. You record yourself delivering the script with natural rhythm, pauses, and energy variations. Then, the AI mimics that delivery. When you do it that way, the AI video passes the believability test because speech patterns are genuinely human, even if the face is generated. The second place AI UGC often fails is on visual proof because it's generated. You can't easily show real screenshots, real before and after photos, real evidence. The solution is to combine AI-generated talking head footage with real screen recordings and photos. Use AI for the person speaking. Use real footage for the proof elements. The hybrid approach gives you the scalability of AI with the authenticity of real content. Let me explain where that 81% number comes from, because I'm not just throwing out random statistics. We tracked 347 videos over 1 month. Half of them were created before we implemented this framework, and half were created after. The before videos had an average watch rate of 23% and click-through rate of 1.8%. The after videos had an average watch rate of 42% and a click-through rate of 3.2%. That's an 82.6% increase in watch rate and 77.7% increase in click-through rate. I rounded down to 81% because it sounds less made up, ironically. But the point is, this isn't a theory. These are real results from real ad spend on real videos. And the changes weren't massive creative overhauls. They were systematic implementation of retention mechanics, believability factors, and conversion triggers. Now, you might be thinking this sounds like a lot of work. And yeah, it is more work than just throwing together a random video and hoping it works. But let me give you a realistic time frame. For your first video, using this framework, plan for 90 minutes total. 30 minutes to plan and script with all elements included, 30 minutes to film or generate, and 30 minutes to edit and refine. By your fifth video, you're down to 45 minutes because you have templates. You know what works, you're just executing. By your 20th video, you can do this in 20 minutes because it becomes second nature. The upfront time investment pays off exponentially as you get faster and better at execution. And compare that to the alternative. Spending 20 minutes making a video that doesn't work, then spending 20 minutes making another video that doesn't work, and then repeating that 10 times before you randomly make one that performs. You've now spent 200 minutes and you still don't know why one video worked. Better spend 90 minutes doing it right once and then iterating from a position of knowledge. Let me give you 3 quick wins you can implement immediately, even if you don't overhaul your entire process. Quick win 1. Add a visual pattern interrupt to your first frame. Before you change anything else, just make sure the first frame of your video is visually distinct. Use unexpected text placement, unusual framing, or an interesting visual element. This alone will improve your initial engagement rate. Quick win 2. Add one specific detail to your main claim. Whatever your central message is, add a number, a time frame, or a specific example. This app helped me get organized. 2. This app helped me go from missing 3 deadlines a week to 0. This one change increases believability significantly. Quick win 3. Add an objection preemption before the CTA. Right before you tell people to click the link, acknowledge the main reason they might not want to. You know, you've probably tried other solutions. I had too, but this one's different because ... Then give your CTA. These 3 changes take 5 minutes to implement and will noticeably improve performance. What to do if you're already doing all of this? If you're already doing everything I've talked about and your videos still aren't performing, there are 3 possible issues. Issue 1. Your offer isn't compelling. No amount of good video mechanics can save a product people don't want at a price they're not willing to pay. Test your offer separately. Change your pricing, your guarantee, your unique value proposition. The video might not be the problem. Issue 2. Your targeting is off. You're making great videos, but showing them to the wrong people. Even a perfectly executed UGC video won't convert if it's shown to the people that don't have the problem you're solving. Issue 3. Your landing page or checkout process is broken. People are clicking, but not buying. Track the full funnel. Where are people dropping off? If they're watching the video and clicking but not purchasing, the problem is downstream. Once you have mastered the basics, there's an advanced technique called compound mechanics. This is where you layer multiple retention mechanics, believability factors, and conversion triggers on top of each other. For example, your opening hook creates curiosity and tapes into emotion and includes a specific detail. I cried in my car after missing a deadline until I found this one app that actually works. That's curiosity. What app? That's emotion, frustration, and hope. The specificity, crying in the car, missed deadlines. 1 sentence, 3 elements. Or your unique mechanism statement includes social proof. This uses AI to actually schedule your task automatically, and 40,000 people are now finishing their to-do list for the first time ever. When you start combining elements like this, your videos become exponentially more effective. But you have to master each element individually first. Otherwise, you're just throwing things on the wall. The real competitive advantage. Here's what most people don't realize about UGC advertising right now. The competitive advantage isn't having AI tools. Everyone has access to the same tools. The competitive advantage isn't being creative. There are millions of creative people making content. When you understand the mechanics, when you can consistently execute them, when you can test and iterate methodically, you win. Because most of your competitors are still hoping and guessing. They're still making random videos and praying one goes viral. You're operating from knowledge. You know what works and why it works. And that's how you get consistent results. That's how you scale. Alright, so that's the framework. 3 elements. retention mechanics, believability factors, and conversion triggers. Master those, and your videos will perform dramatically better. If you want my complete framework for implementing these 3 elements, including exact checklist I use to review every video before it goes live, don't forget to check the link in the description. Thanks for watching. Now go make some videos that actually work.